All right, each of these impeachment segments that we do every day as the story unfolds, I start in the same way, and I want to start this segment with the same question, and that is, did we learn anything new today?
No, that's a great question. We've learned absolutely nothing new today. What we have learned is that the Schiff and the Democrats are willing to hinge in articles of impeachment on one man's presumption, the ambassador to the EU, his presumption. And his testimony was incoherent, it was inconsistent. He had said that everybody was in the loop on the idea that there was some sort of quid pro quo. Yesterday Volker testified and said he had no knowledge of any of that, or the day before, Vindman didn't have any knowledge of that. Yesterday, Vindman testified that the transcript was accurate, okay? So the call that he heard was the same call that we heard, and then all he did was talk about his opinions on policy. I mean, this has really turned into an absolute spectacle. I just made a video at the Washington Examiner 13 times that Sondland denied having any knowledge of quid pro quo. And numerous times he said, I presumed. It's a presumption. It's speculation. That's what the Democrats want to hinge impeachment on? You can't make that up. That's impossible to make up. It's terrifying.
It is terrifying. I mean, we know that the Democrats are looking for something to hinge impeachment on. They've already decided that because President Trump defeated Hillary Clinton, that's the reason that they want to impeach him. They started this process the day that he was inaugurated into office. So my second question, again, I ask these same questions because it's important to ask these questions every time we get a new witness here. The first question is, did we learn anything new? Today, the answer is no, we didn't learn anything new. The second thing is there any substantiation from the witness today? Is there any facts, any proof that substantiates the Democrats' original allegation? The original allegation, as we remember, is a quid pro quo, President Trump withholding military aid from the Ukraine, so says the allegation, in exchange for Ukraine investigating Joe Biden. Any proof of that today?
None. None. And even if, let's say that even if Sondland's claims were true, Trump is tying the investigation into the 2016 election and Burisma. There's no way you would be able to prove that he withheld the aid just to look into Joe Biden. So if you're looking at it and you're saying, well, here's a president who came into office saying, you know what, I'm going to be a little bit tighter with foreign aid. You know what, I don't want to just give money to countries that don't do anything for us. So it's fine to say, hey, you're corrupt. I don't want you to be corrupt. Maybe I'll withhold the money if you continue to be corrupt. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Again, this goes to proper and improper quid pro quo. So, they're not really parsing through terms, then they're creating narratives, and that's what Schiff did today. Went on the TV and said this confirms quid pro quo. There's absolutely zero hard evidence of any quid pro quo. None, nothing. Nothing's changed since yesterday. Nothing's changed since 2 months ago.
Right.
I mean, the one thing that I've noticed is that there is something going on inside the White House, inside government, at the deepest levels, that there is some resistance to Trump.